2, the conundrum. Online products and programs, one-to-one work. I know that when people start to build their business, an awful lot of the work that they start to do can tend to be on a one-to-one basis. It's helping and supporting people time for money. And that's really, really normal. And what is also really, really normal is that they get a little bit caught in the trap of one-to-one work. So as they get busier and busier, they kind of put that ceiling on how much income they can receive, because there are only so many hours in the day. There are only so many hours that they can help and support on a one-to-one basis. And there are only so many times that they want to put up their prices, because they don't want that to be a thing. You know, they don't want to end up being, you know, just constantly adding price, adding price, adding price, and getting to the point where they are just busy all of the time because they've used up every single second in their diary to support their one-to-one clients. And I am absolutely big into having a great balance in your business. I wouldn't just have online product, and I wouldn't just have one-to-one work, because I want there to be different levels of accessibility to the stuff that I do and different ways in which you can work with me. So you can get into the hub, which is online community, lots of learning, a free program in there, and that's just £10 a month. Or at the other end of the scale, I do some business management work, which is much, much, much more expensive. So there's kind of that whole ability to work at very different price points. But how do you get from being at the coalface and doing lots and lots of one-to-one work, but then start to look at developing products and programs? And I know lots of people get stuck here and they get lost, and they get an idea for a product or program, but their default setting is to go back to serve their one-to-one clients. And that's great. You know, having that default setting of service and looking after the people who are paying you money is absolutely fantastic. But in order for you to help more people, you're going to need to make time in order to bring this product or program together. And what I often suggest that you do is that you start to look at your diary, and you start to look at available time in your diary. You start to look at blocking out your online program development as if it were a client. So in the same way as you're blocking out time to work with your one-to-one client, block out some time in your diary for online program development as if it were a client. So that non-negotiable kind of time where you're going to put it in your diary and you're going to stick to it in the same way as you would stick to your one-to-one client work. Take that online product and turn it into it being one of your clients inside of your head, because that will mean that you will give it a level of priority. That will mean that even if you just take one appointment slot each week, that you will start to make progress on it. And as you start to make progress on it, then you'll start to see it come to life. You know, when you look at the development of your online product or program, it's important that you look at it and actually go, do you know what, this is important. This is important because it's going to allow me to help and support more people. And if I don't bring this together, then I am stealing from the people who need it, potentially the people who can't afford to work with me one-to-one. And it's really important that I give it a level of priority in my business so that I can start to bring it together, and that even slow progress is some progress. And you've got to start to give it a little bit of priority in that diary. It's not going to happen by magic. It's not going to just, you know, suddenly the tides will part and you will have a week to work on it. Do you know, if you can schedule out a week to get on with it, then you will probably get it done. But if you can't, then look at ways that you can prioritise it in a client slot in your diary where it gets a level of priority and it can start to come together. Because we want you to be able to help and support your audience. We want you to be able to help and support your audience at varying different price points. And like I say, I wouldn't do one side of my business without the other. I love both sides absolutely dearly, and it's important to me that I have that balance and I have that level of accessibility that people can get involved if they want to, no matter what their budget is and no matter where they are on their journey. So I hope that's been a little bit useful for you. I will speak to you really soon. Bye.